y'all, it's your girl Sharita, the Behavior and Literacy Strategist, coming at you from the Morgan Unlimited Growth Institute, where you can find solutions for both your child's behavior and literacy challenges. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got a good one for y'all today, honey. Let me tell you. I'm here to tell you the top 3 reasons why your child's IEP is not working. The top 3 reasons why your child's IEP is not working. What do I mean? You had an IEP for your child for years and it's still reading on the same grade level. They have not improved their behavior. They still behind. They still need a lot of accommodations and a lot of help. And you're like, well, shouldn't my child be progressing? Shouldn't my child be getting better? Right? They have a specialized plan for them, academic plan, right? An individualized education plan. They should be doing better, yes? So I've had this conversation with many moms coming into my tutoring coaching program. They are frustrated. They're up to here because they're like, these IEPs are not working. They're having IEP meetings and they are frustrated. So I want to talk to you about the top 3 reasons why your child's IEP is not working. It's not propelling them forward and it's not providing what you think it should be providing. We're going to get into the specifics in a minute. Now, when I say that, before I get started rocking and rolling, I want to say that I am not throwing no shade at the schools, okay? I was a teacher in the schools. I started out as a mental health specialist and I helped kids improve their behavior and social skills and focus. And then I went into teaching. I started as a permanent substitute for a behavior disabled class, and then I went on to become a resource special education teacher. So I got a lot of love for schools, okay? That being said, there are some areas there's room for improvement, okay? But I'm not going to talk to you so that you can go to the school and fight the school and make demands on the IEP team and be upset with them. I'm going to give you a solution that you moms can figure out and figure out how to move your child forward from home. All right? Are we ready for this? Okay. So first, we got to start reason number 1. Reason number 1 is why your child is not progressing with their IEP. It's because the IEP is not customized enough. What do I mean by that? Your child is an individual. Your child is different, okay? Your child may have some of the same characteristics, some of the same diagnoses as other and learning disabilities as other students, right? But your child is still unique. And what happens is your IEP team, your school's IEP team is developing an IEP plan for your child and hundreds of other students. And when it's like that, how customized can it be? In order for your child to grow and continuously grow and make the fast type of growth that my students make when they come into my program, then they need more customization and they need more paying attention to, than they can get in a classroom or in a school and with the IEP team. So when we talked about that, it's not just about improving your child's reading. It's also about what is your child missing in their literacy foundation, and have a specific plan for every single thing and work on it until it is mastered, until it is achieved. And also, what does your child do when they have to read that's getting in the way of their academic success? What behaviors have they learned to use as coping skills or escape routes, right, to avoid having to do work on their own? Both have to be addressed at the same time or you ain't going nowhere, okay? So this is what I mean by customization. It needs the eyes on your child, study your child, understand your child, connect with your child, figure out what's missing, figure out what are they doing that's keeping them in the same spot, put a plan in place for that. I'm talking about real customization. And that can't happen with an IEP plan because the IEP plan is customized for your child, but it's also for a bunch of other students. And there's just not enough time. So at home, mom, I'm going to empower you to create a mom IEP. What's that? Mom IEP is figuring out everything that's missing in your child's literacy foundation, everything that's missing in your child's math foundation that they should have mastered, they should have learned. They probably learned it a little bit, but they forgot, right? That they need to know now, okay? Figure out everything about that, and then figure out all the behaviors that your child has that's not growing your child, but instead maintaining your child in the same space, okay? So that's the reason number one why your child's IEP is not working. It's because it's not customized enough. Luckily for you, mom, you can create a mom IEP at home, because that's what I did for my kids, okay? That's what I did for my kids. And I want to make sure that when they are learning, they're learning things that I know they need to work on. I'll be in their faces about it, okay? And both of my daughters learned how to read before they went into school. Well, the first one before she went to preschool, and the second one, she's in kindergarten now. She's reading a ton, okay? Because I customized it for them, all right? Okay, now, number two reason why your child's IEP is not working is because, and this is my biggest pet peeve right here, y'all. Oh my gosh. This is my biggest pet peeve right here. Your child is receiving way too much help. And when I say help, I mean accommodations. So there are accommodations that are listed in the IEP that will help your child because your child struggles to do this on their own, right? So we think it's good, and it is at first, but that should be temporary. If your child needs these accommodations right now in the second grade, they shouldn't keep needing the same accommodations year after year after year after year. For example, if your child needs to have the questions read to them, okay, then they shouldn't need to have the questions or material, the text read to them year after year after year after year, okay? If your child struggles with taking tests, then they are allowed more time than the other students, then they shouldn't be allowed more time and need more time than the other students year after year after year after year. At some point, we got to get this together. Your child has to improve their reading so much that they're reading everything on their own. They don't need any help. Your child should get so good at test taking that they don't need extra time. They use the time and they finish their test on time, and then go back and check their answers and make sure they have the best answers, and they're going for that A. And then they submit, and they still early. This is where we want our children to go to. So you got to ask yourself the question, whatever the accommodations are, like, and another one, this is behavioral, needing multiple breaks, okay? So in my program, my students, they don't get breaks. They are in class with me for an hour straight, and they have to sit, and they have to participate, and they have to read aloud, and they have to work aloud, and they have to work independently. There's no talking while you're working. I want to see them pencils moving, eyes on the screen, eyes on the paper, pencil moving, right? And they learn how to sit and concentrate on being in the class for an hour. No using the bathroom. No, I need a break because this is too much for me. It's frustrating. I'm breaking down. You know, I'm about to throw a tantrum in the classroom because this is too much for me. They should not need that year after year after year after year. You understand? So this starts out as help. These accommodations start out as help. And then if it's something that's going on too long, there's no solution, there's been no growth, there's been no change, your child still needs these accommodations, and your child is not moving forward academically or behaviorally, it's time for a change. It's time for you, mom, to start working on these areas at home with your child so that they can learn how to, my favorite phrase, function independently, honey. Function independently. Now, I know you're probably thinking, my child needs this. They can't. If I walk away, when they have homework to do, I give them something to do. If I walk away, then they're going to get unfocused and they can't do it on their own and they need help. Stop it. Stop saying that, and stop saying that around your child, and stop letting your child say it. My students are not allowed to say, I can't. It's too hard. I need help. You know, these phrases, when we say that and when our kids say that, it's just their brain down. They give up. They quit. There's no growth. There's no figuring it out. There's no commitment. So I know that's probably what you're saying, and some of the stuff I'm saying here, a lot of people might disagree with, okay? But I'm telling you right now, I've taught plenty of kids, and I have kids in my tutoring coaching program now that had the same problem, and they learn how to sit, and they learn how to focus, and they learn how to get what I need them to do done in time, and then they improve in school, okay? So you can do this. Don't believe the hype that you can't do it. All right? And don't let your child believe it too. You're going to raise the standards, and you're going to teach your child to function independently. You're going to teach your child, you're going to figure out what they do when they have to work by themselves, and you're going to create a plan for that. You're going to put some structure around this thing now. You're going to put some structure around it, okay? And then your child will learn how to function independently at home with you, and then in the classroom, as my students do. And the last reason, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the last reason? Hey, feeling good. I'm feeling good tonight. The last reason why, and this is an important one, why your child's IEP is not working is because it's only reviewed once a year. Now, you have the right to have your child's IEP reviewed multiple times throughout the year, or whenever you want to review. You can call a meeting, right? It doesn't have to be a year. But because the school has so many kids, so many students to review their IEPs, that once a year thing is it. Y'all understand? So you can advocate for your kid. Like, I want to review the IEP. I want to know what's going on. I want y'all to work on this. I want y'all to get on this. I want y'all, or you can work at home and do what I do, like, again, in my tutoring coaching program. A year is not enough time for customization. It goes back to number one. There's no way you can customize it enough if you have to wait a year to review everything again, the entire plan again. There's no way to customize it. So you need a plan at home. And my students, when they come in, they get an assessment, okay? An assessment includes what moms are saying that they feel like their child needs to improve in, what they want their child to accomplish, plus what I see during my assessment. And it's a live assessment. There's no clicking for answers. I'm asking questions. My students incoming students are writing down the answers. They're showing me their work. I'm looking at what they're giving me, and then that frames my next question, you know. So it's really assessing. It's a live assessment, figuring out where the holes are, what they should know that they don't know, how they move, how they perform when they have to work on their own, what they do when they get nervous. See, there needs to be a plan for all of that, okay, for your child to really grow. So create a plan like that, and then review it every month. That's what I do with every month. An email goes out to my moms, and then they schedule the action plan and review to see where the progress is, progressing here, and here, but he still needs to work on this. Let's make a plan for this. Oh, there's something new that just happened. All right, we're going to add that into the action plan, right? And every month you review it again, so that you make sure, if you're paying attention to it and you're customizing it along the way, then of course there's going to be growth along the way. All right. So I encourage you moms at home to create a mom IEP, right? To teach your child to function independently, and to review and look for progress, okay? And customize it every single month. All right? So those are the 3 top reasons why your child's IEP is not working. And now you have your 3 solutions. Let's do this, all right? For more information on how to improve your child's behavior and literacy from home, for a free trial class, go to growthinstitute.mykajabi.com. That's GROWTH, because that's what we do here, institute.mykajabi.com, honey, all right? Believe in yourself, believe in your child, honey, and always remember that growth is unlimited. Peace.